Oh, hello. Just a quick video about my new shaving device here. This is it right here. The Merkur Progress. Um, it seems like Mr. B is quite concerned with my well-being, and I figure I better put this up here before he sends a welfare check to my house to make sure that I haven't bled to death due to the fact of loss of ears, nose, lips, things like that. And no, it hasn't happened. I decided to look into one of these double-edged safety razors just because of the simplicity of the design. This here, basically you apply the blade inside here. It's got a couple pins. You put it in there, you crank it down. The thing is, it's a Merkur Progress, and this is an adjustable blade, meaning that you can open up the mouth, and also because of tightening it up, it bends the blade and it changes the blade angle. So it's an adjustable razor. And I thought I would start with this because it's something I could really crank down and really get a non-aggressive shave, and then I could open it up and really get an aggressive shave, and then I could try some different blades and see how they work. But so far, I've been really impressed by this little razor and the blades. Even some of the blades that just haven't been up to snuff, but still, the first couple times I used them gave me a really nice shave. Now, I am not adding a whole bunch of time to my schedule just for shaving. It seems like when I look into these razors on YouTube, you got all these people that are shaving once and then going back and shaving another direction, and then going back and shaving another direction after that. Each time foaming up, and I guess they spend 15, 20 minutes doing all this. I mean, it just seems ridiculous. So when I got this, I started using it just pretty much like I had used other razors. And the other razors I used before this was like Gillette Fusion. And over time, it just bugged me that I buy these little little cassettes of blades, and I know that I get 8 of them. It's like $30 for 8 of them, and I'm like, oh my gosh! I mean, that's, and I can use one for about a week, and then I got to throw it out. I'm an ex-tool and die maker, and so when it comes to putting an edge on something, it just really is hard to stomach $30 for a set of blades. Just the way it is. Edges are easy. I do a lot of woodworking. My chisels, my planes, I sharpen them to a scalpel edge. They're polished in. And it takes me a matter of minutes to do that. So it really bugs me when I buy a razor, 8 chunks of blades, and spend $30. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back in time and try a double-edged safety razor. With that, I went with the Merkur. It's adjustable. I wanted to open up the mouth, I wanted to adjust it, and I wanted to try different blades. And so the first thing I did was use the blade it came with. It came with one, is a Merkur blade. I shaved with it 4 times, and I was pleased all 4 times. The 4th time, towards the end, I could tell it was starting to get dull. It's starting to tug and stuff like that. I didn't want to try another time with it, so I pitched it. And so what do I do next? I ordered a variety pack, because what blades work well? I mean, these are safety razors, and it's not like it's really out there. I did look on the web in the beginning, and they said, oh, these are the top selling blades, and I went over to Amazon, and sure enough, somebody had a package of all these blades all in one bulk package, and you can give them a try. So that's what I did. I mean, what do we got to lose? I got an adjustable razor. I can crank it up, crank it down, try the blades. So the first ones I tried right off the bat were Lord blades. They're classic and they're platinum here. I have not used these blades yet, but here's the story. Right off the bat, I grabbed their shark blade and tried it, and I shaved with it 3 times. On the 3rd time, it was tugging, pulling, stuff like I like. Okay, it's not a good system. I did that for basically 2 more blades, and it seemed pretty consistent. 2 shaves, and that's about it. And so I automatically said, I'm moving into these next. I mean, I'm going to be doing these next to see how they work. But those shark blades, compared to the Merkur blade, I was not impressed. Now, notice I'm also wearing my Ansel High Flex gloves here, cut resistant, just in case with this deadly weaponry around here. Anyway, the next ones that I'm going to try are Derby. Oh, I should also mention Lord and Lord shark blades, which I don't have here anymore because I threw them away. They're made in Egypt. Derby. Sounds like something from San Francisco, possibly the UK, or Kentucky. But no, Turkey. I haven't tried them yet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see how they do. Gillette. 7 o'clock. Gillette, 7 o'clock. Gillette, French, Canadian, American? No, not really. UAE. Dubai. I'm going to give them a try. We'll see how they do. How about Trig? The box is bulky, bulkier than most. Must need extra protection in there. But still, stainless steel. Made in Pakistan. The thing is, though, Pakistan, they make a lot of stainless steel equipment. And I use a lot of that equipment daily in my practice. But we'll see how they do when it comes to a blade. The next one I have is Astra and Supermax, both made in the UK. I really want to see how these work. We'll see. I'll give them a try. The only drawback when it comes to something from the UK is if it's built from Lucas. My first car was an MGB, and Lucas did the electronics, and hence the nickname the Prince of Darkness. So we'll leave it at that. We'll see how they do with blades. I'm actually kind of excited about them due to the fact that I know that they can build a transmission that will live forever and take quite a bit of abuse. So they know quite a bit about gear cutting and hardening of steels and things like that. So we'll see. Maybe they can do something good with their blades. The next one, Feather. Feather is made in Japan, and they have probably some of the highest reviews on the web. And I'll give them a try. We'll see how they work. But I do know that the Japanese have not discarded their craftsmen. They still make a lot of their chisels and planes and everything by hand. They have not gone with the Industrial Revolution. And so, needless to say, I'm really curious to see what they do with their feather blades. Even in the background here, you can see this is a Dozuki saw right here. I used it earlier. I was cutting a bevel into a trammel that I'm using, and it worked wonderful. It's basically a dovetail saw, and it works wonderful. We'll see how they do. But a dark horse in the running This is one that I was going through a whole bunch of YouTube channels and such, and came across a guy called Friendship Shaving. And Friendship Shaving's over in the UK. He seems like a really good guy. I mean, he just wants a good shave. And he mentioned this blade, and he said he'd been using it for some time now, and was quite impressed. And just from the sheer expression on his face, I could tell there was something up here. And so I looked into him. It was Voskhod. Voskhod is Russian. They're made in Moscow. Now the thing is, out of all these blades, Voskhod is the one that's made of carbon steel. And carbon steel is something that can really hold a good edge. And so what I did was I ordered some of these on, I think it was on eBay or Amazon, one of the two. But anyway, I ordered some of these blades just to give them a try. And when they arrived, the first thing I did was loaded up my razor, and I thought I was going to give this a try because of the fact that outside of all these other blades, these are the only ones that are carbon steel. Now, carbon steel, known, it holds a really good edge. Carbon steel will hold an edge much better than any stainless that is out there. And I'm saying this because of a tool maker. As a tool maker, I look at this and go, carbon steel. Well, you know what? Just make some precautions to make sure that it doesn't rust. It's going to hold an edge longer than any stainless steel that you can have. It's just the way it is. Yeah, stainless is nice. You can just throw it in the drawer and forget about it and never worry about it. But still, I wanted to try these. And another reason that I wanted to try these blades was due to the fact that when I ordered those blades, I got this in the mail. Voskhod. This is something you would hang up inside of like a cigarette shop or convenience store. And you get this whole thing here. 100 blades. 100 blades. I used the Voskhod blade. I got 4 really nice shaves out of that. The 5th shave started getting a little bit rough. But still, 4 shaves out of 1 blade. I really don't have to ask anything more of that blade. And I was expecting a lot less, but 4 blades. I mean 4 shaves out of 1 blade. That's pretty amazing. This whole card right here is 100 blades. 100 blades in this whole card. I paid $10, free shipping to the house. I didn't have to lift a finger. $10 got me 100 of these blades. It just makes so much more sense. And also too, I get such a better shave with these than any other blade on the market. So, needless to say, dark horse in the running. I mean, I really hope they keep it up, but I'm still kind of excited about those feather blades. I want to see how they do. But I was at the store the other day, the grocery store, and I walked over to the razor section there, and I just wanted to see what they had for basically these double-edged razor blades. And there was one brand, Van Heugen, I think is the name of it, and it was like $5 for 5 blades. Well, just seeing the price on them, I mean, there must be some really magnificent blades because there's so many of them out there around the world. I don't know, maybe down the road I'll try those out, but I'm telling you, these Voskhod blades, the Voskhod blades, just basically just to make sure that they don't rust. Now, what I did was I shave with them, and to prevent any kind of rust that might happen, yes, you have to take precautions. And so what I did was I just have a little container that has a piece of tissue in the bottom that's soaked in peanut oil. I just wanted some kind of vegetable oil. It doesn't matter what it is, just some kind of oil. something that can cover that blade and protect it until the next time I use it. And so for me, I just basically just put a little bit of peanut oil in there, and what I did is I just basically took this razor and I just basically just dabbed it in both sides and then just let it sit. That was it. And I never saw 1 ounce of rust on that blade. Really simple. Now, the thing is, some of the shaving products out there probably have a lot of oil in them. And I'm probably going to do some of my own shaving products, basically like shaving soap and things like that, just to see what I can do. Because I already make my own shampoo, make my own body bars. I probably will look into making my own shaving soap. Something that has a lot of lubrication and probably more oil than anything, just to basically make sure that this thing glides nice and easy. But so far, I am totally impressed with this thing, and in so that I'm not looking for something that is. I mean, I see some of these groups out. I see some of these people out here on the web. They make a afternoon of shaving. I'm not into that. I want a quick shave. I want something done quick and fast. Even on the weekends, I don't want to spend a lot of time shaving. I want something that's going to work, get it done with it. I would rather spend my time working out in the shop, things like that in my garage, cutting wood, cutting steel, welding, anything, rather than shaving. But on the other hand, I want something that works well. And so far, I've been really impressed by this little blade. I mean, this little razor. As for the blades, I'm still experimenting. I'll keep you posted, and we'll see where it goes from there. Outside of that, no razor burn, no nicks, cuts, missing body parts to show for. Seems like a good little system. Over and out.